Hi there, welcome to kneppyinvests. I thought I'd do a video on a company called Tempest Minerals because this company's share price rose 265% in one day. 265% in one day, albeit the market cap of this company was quite low the day it ran up like this. But I'm interested in these sort of share price increases because behind it could be some interesting news, could be the catalyst for a massive re-rating in the company's share price. What I'm going to do with Tempest Minerals is I'm going to follow how the market reacts to this company and this company's announcement that was a catalyst behind the share price rise over the next few weeks, next few months, potentially even next few years. And one of the reasons I want to do that is because I don't have any clue how to read these type of announcements. This was a mining announcement in regards to a discovery. So I want to try to understand how to read these type of announcements. What should we be looking for? Those sort of things. Just a brief overview of Tempest Minerals. Hasn't been around that long, about 5 years. In fact, it IPO'd as Lithium Consolidated with a ticker at LI3 around that period, 2017. That was the last lithium boom we went through. And then during 2018-19, lithium became a really unfavored sector of the market. So just because we're going through another lithium boom now doesn't mean it's going to continue forever. And because it was a challenging lithium market, Lithium Consolidated decided to diversify. They bought into other projects, mainly focused on gold and copper. And then in 2020, they changed their name to Tempest. I had no idea they had changed the name. I did know about Lithium Consolidated, LI3, but I hadn't really been following that company at that point in time. So this company is a diversified company. They have lithium projects, gold projects, and copper projects. Now, when it comes to the share price action of this company over the past year, even though a lot of other lithium exploring companies' share price have increased, that's not the same for Tempest Minerals. In fact, the share price of this company has gone sideways, which makes this increase in the share price even more interesting, in my opinion. So this is the announcement that led to the share price of this company rising 265% in one day about their Melia project. I think this is a gold copper project. In fact, we can just go back to the previous page. Let's have a look. Melia gold and copper project in Western Australia. So all their projects are in Western Australia. I'm not sure if I have to mention that, but that does mean lower sovereign risk, because Australia is a stable political system. We hope it is anyway, and it should be. But let's go back to this announcement. And to be fair, and this is just the key points, the highlights of this announcement. And it's a significant discovery at the Orion target. Exciting new copper discovery in massive sulfide copper targeted drill program. First hole drill to 709 meters intersects visible copper and semi-massive sulfides. And it just goes on and on. The second drill hole progresses to a depth of approximately 1,100 meters. And then the rest of the announcement, which is fairly long, goes through a lot of the numbers in regards to these drills. So the market did get excited about this announcement, but not initially, but there was some initial excitement. But that excitement built during the trading on the 20th, so what day was it? The 28th of March. And we're about to see that when I show you the 5-minute chart. The share price didn't open at the high of the day and then sort of go sideways or down. It actually opened up about 20-30% up from the open, and then just kept on increasing during the day. And in fact, on open on the 29th of March, I'm recording this video about 2 hours after trading has begun. That was the peak volume. The first 5 minutes on open on the 29th of March was peak volume, and that volume did see or lead to the share price reaching its high of 11 cents. Share price has pulled back, but that was a sign of potentially a high in the share price. Sometimes what I like to do when you see company share price increase by this sort of amount, and you don't really see this sort of increase in share price all that often. So this is a very impressive increase in share price. But sometimes when I do see a massive increase in share price in one day, is I just like to wait to see how the market reacts over the next few days. A lot of times you will see a share price pull back significantly the following day. And we have not seen that with Tempest Minerals on the 29th of March. So let's have a look at some of the charts. First chart we're going to look at is the weekly chart, and then we'll also look at the 5-minute chart just to zoom in what's been happening over the past 1 and 2 hours of trading. This is the weekly chart for Tempest, going back to when they were lithium consolidated back in 2017. And the share price really went down from when they listed all the way to 2020. In fact, the share price bottom for this company was around or just after the COVID-19 financial panic. Share price got down to 1 cent at one point back in 2017 or 18. Share price reached a high of 24 cents. So hopefully you were not a shareholder from 2017 to that low of 2020, because your holdings in this, well, the value of your holdings in this company would have been severely destroyed. And then the share price went sideways for about 2 years almost exactly. So it consolidated. Even though this company has lithium projects, the market wasn't getting excited about those lithium projects. So they diversified, went into copper and gold projects. Maybe if they didn't and they're still a pure play lithium company and maintain lithium in their name, the share price of this company could be significantly higher than it is right now. It could be like 25 cents, 30 cents, 50 cents. So there is that potential that the market has completely missed the story of Tempest Minerals and their lithium projects. Now, I have not done any research on the lithium projects, and there is a potential that their lithium projects are absolutely crap. But when you do go through a mining boom, in particular commodity, it doesn't matter if the projects are crap. The market doesn't care about those sort of things. It's just lithium. And so you would have expected the share price of this company to have reacted to those lithium projects, but it has not. It was not until the market saw this particular announcement that it got excited, and that's why the share price rose 267% or whatever it was in one day on really high volume. The other thing to notice here is the share price at closing, or when I did this video or prepared this particular slide, the share price was actually 9.5 cents. Last time I looked, it was actually down to 9 cents, but that doesn't matter because the last time we have seen the share price this high was way back in April 2019. So this right now is a 3-year high for Tempest Minerals. So there won't be a lot of resistance moving forward for this company because all those shareholders who bought in 2017, 2018 at higher prices more than likely have already sold out. So there won't be many shareholders in a loss right now. And if they were, there is a chance they probably would have sold out on the 28th of March when the share price rose 267%. I think it was that amount anyway. And in fact, it was 265%. Now, in a few slides ago, I said this particular chart was a 5-minute chart over 1 and 2 hour trading. So what it meant was 1 day and 2 hours of trading, which would equate to 8 hours of trading. So a 5-minute chart. And I do look at all sort of time frames from 5 minutes. In fact, sometimes I even look at 1-minute charts. So all the way from 5-minute charts all the way to monthly charts, because you can get different perspectives when you look at different time frames, not only with the chart, but also the length of the chart. I sometimes like to look at 10-year charts, 20-year charts, that sort of thing. So this is the 5-minute chart from when the company opened on the 28th of March after they released this announcement. And the share price just kept on going up during the 28th of March. The previous day, share price closed at about 2.2 cents, something like that, and then opened at about 3.2 cents. So about 20 to 30% rise on open, and then the share price kept on rising. So if you saw this announcement, if you could understand that this was a really good announcement and could probably think of reasons why the market would react positively to this announcement, you could have bought on open and had significant returns during the day and probably sell out at close of trading and made significant profits. The other really interesting thing about trading of Tempest Minerals is towards the end of trading on the 28th, we saw actually increasing volume. And that continued into the first 5 minutes of trading on the 29th of March. In fact, that was the highest amount of trading we did see, the highest volume in 5 minutes. And the share price actually went to a high of 11 cents in the next 5 minutes and then pulled back to 10 cents. Now, 10 cents is a really powerful resistance level for all companies to go through. One of the reasons is it's a natural, well, round numbers are natural resistance level or support levels because investors are attracted to round numbers. I'm not sure why. Psychological. I'm not a psychologist. The other thing is incremental changes in share price change from zero point 0.1 to 0.5 cents once it goes through 10 cents to the upside or the downside. That's probably another reason. So, for instance, from 9 cents to 10 cents, it goes 9 cents, 9.1, 9.2, 9.3, etc. Once it gets to 10 cents, it's 10 cents, 10.5, 11, 11.5. So that's another reason why 10 cents is a natural resistance levels. There is a chance that Tempest Minerals will test 10 cents quite a few times, and that eventually it will break through if this announcement is powerful enough and if there's enough interest remaining in the market. You can see during the first 2 hours of trading on the 28th, the share price has or is showing signs of going sideways. It's tried to test 10 cents on a couple of times, but has fallen short. So if you were a short-term trader right now, it would be a little bit concerning that the most recent high was lower than the high we just saw after trading began on the 29th of March. That's all I have for this video on Tempest Minerals. To be honest with you, I didn't know anything about this company until I saw the share price had risen 265% in the one day. So I will be following this company, particularly the share price action, over the next few weeks, months, and years. I'll do updated videos on this particular company. So this is sort of like my guinea pig in a way, but I'm going to be doing this for a few other companies as well, because I want to see if there's any patterns I can discover in the trading of these companies. Also want to try to understand these sort of announcements a little bit better, these mining exploring announcements. And that's just me trying to improve myself as an investor. If you do have any opinions about this particular company, this particular release, if you understand why the market reacted so positively to this announcement, I'd love to hear your opinions. Otherwise, I am not a financial advisor, and I'm not willing to pay $100,000 to become a financial advisor, which is actually quite ridiculous. You have to pay that amount of money, but I'm not a financial advisor. If you do need financial advice, make sure you seek out someone who is qualified and can speak to your own financial needs. That's it for this video. Have a great day. Bye.